Alright guys, it is Nicholas here, aka M3s on HeadFi. I'm back after a bit of a hiatus with the Shanling M3s DAP. This is coming out soon. Shanling sent me a unit to test out and let you guys know what I think. I just got it in today. I haven't even gotten a chance to listen to it yet. I'm just going to rip it out of the box, let you guys see what is inside the box, what the M3s looks like, show you some comparisons with the other Shanling DAPs I have as far as the size and the looks go, and then I will boot it up. So here we go. Here's the box. You can see the front, the sides I believe look the same. It says M3s portable music player. The back, very minimal information on the back. Again, says M3s music player. I like the little cutout on the sides. Gives you a little grip to help rip the cover off here. Slide it out, and in typical Shanling fashion, they have the name stamped into it, and then it's a nice textured box. Lift off the lid and you get the quick guide inside. Just tells you what all the buttons are for in a couple of languages, and a little info about the M3s on the back. Here is the M3s itself. We'll pull it out. It says it's a high-res certified DAP, of course. I think a lot of them are these days. So if we look at it, we get the face of the player. Over here on the left side of the player, you have the micro SD card slot. You've got the transport control, so play, pause, skip to the next song, or scan forward through the song, skip to the previous song, or scan backwards through the song, the reset hole. On top, you have the power button. Over here on the right side, you have the return button and the control knob that also you spin it around and click it in. Press enter. And on the bottom, you have USB-C, 3.5mm headphone jack, and 2.5mm balanced. And the back is pretty plain and simple. You can already see some fingerprints on it for me handling it. It is tempered glass on the back and the front, or a glass. Didn't mean to say tempered glass. It's 2.5D glass on the front and the back, so it does pick up fingerprints like crazy. Okay, so that is the DAP itself. And, it turned on. I don't want that on quite yet. Let me turn it off. And here inside, you take out the foam cover. It's got a little box, of course. And inside the box, what do we see? Inside the box, we've got a USB-C cable, of course, USB to USB-C. That makes sense. A warranty card. A user manual, and it's not going to give you too much what the buttons are for. Don't listen to it too loud. Be careful. Don't deafen yourself. How to charge it, like you don't know how to do that. Using the buttons, using the knob, plugging it into your computer. A few common problems you might have. Some specs. Let's see. Oh, important specs. About 2.5 hours to charge it. So that's good. Not too long to charge it. Playtime about 13 hours. Out of 3.5mm port, about 8 hours out of the balance port. It's got a 2600 milliamp hour battery. I'll show you the size in comparison to other things in a bit. It's 135 grams. The power, 130 milliwatts at 32 ohms. Typical 20 to 20 frequency response. It says the signal noise ratio is 115 decibels. Output impedance is 0.3 of an ohm, so good, very low output impedance. Channel separation, 75 decibels. And balanced output, 230 milliwatts at 32 ohms. So not quite twice the power, but getting close. and 0.6 ohms. So still under 1 ohm, even with balanced output. That is fantastic. And the channel separation out of balanced is 102 decibels. So we're going to expect a little better imaging and probably dynamics out of the balanced output. So if you got balanced cables, get them ready, folks. Okay, what else? Let's get rid of the cable. A little card reader. Okay, 2 sets of screen protectors. All right, and 1 tiny little port plug for the 3.5 millimeter port. Okay, so bring back the DAP. Here's the DAP. That is the 3S. Let's bring out, because I've got all the Shanling DAPs. So here is here's this predecessor, the Shanling M3. So you can see, compared to the Shanling M3, the M3S is shorter, significantly narrower, and slimmer, right? So quite a bit of size difference and quite a bit of a remodel compared to the old M3. I think the next one I got from Shanling was the old M2. Here's the old M2. So the new M3S is around the size of the old M2. Just a hair shorter. Okay. Here is the original M5. So the M3S is a little bit smaller than the old M5. I know people have asked about this one already. Alex, here you go. Here is the M2S versus the M3S. So it's about 1 inch shorter. Width is basically the same, and the height is basically the same. So it's just all the same dimensions except for about 1 inch shorter. And here is the baby brother of the family, the M1. And the M1 looks like it's roughly half the size of the M3S. Yeah. It's about 2 M3S's put together, 2 M1s put together makes an M3S. Okay, that is the family. So let us, hold on here. I'm just going to do this in one take, so sorry about this, folks, but I'm going to zoom in and zoom out a little bit. I don't know. Looks pretty good. No, I'm going to do a little bit less. I know, this sucks. Sorry, guys. You all know I shoot crappy videos, so no surprises. Here we go. Here we are. Let's boot it up. Okay, boot up. Okay, so what I did was I accidentally booted it up already. So let's go in here and let's see, language, perfect. See, I booted it up and it would have let me pick English right off the bat, but of course I clicked the on button while I was monkeying around with it, and it defaulted to Chinese. So here we go. Let's pick English so we can see what's going on. And this is going to be pretty much the same same user interface, I imagine, as the M2S. So, oh, I forgot. Let's go back down to System Settings, and I'm going to go to Backlight Timer and just turn it on to infinite here. There we go. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the Shanling DAPs, here we go. We've got Now Playing. That'll take you to the Now Playing screen, of course. My Music, which is your music library that's scanned into the DAPs database. And to get down, I'm just scrolling this way with my thumb. If I wanted to go up the list, I would scroll up with my thumb, right? So up, down. Okay, File Browser. If I had my MSD card in here, I could go in and browse all of the folders and files. That's what I'd usually do. Play Settings. Let's dive in there. All right, so here are the play settings, all the usual things. You can set max volume, a default start volume, what kind of resume mode you want. So I may as well go in and, I would like to do location. Some people also call this breakpoint memory. I like location better. Oh, this is fantastic. A DAP from China that actually has gapless playback on by default. Amen, brother. Okay. Fade in, fade out. No way I want that garbage. I don't know why they have it, but I guess some people like it. EQ. I don't want to enable the EQ, but it's like the usual one. It's got rock. You go like, oh, what's going on? Here we go. Okay, there we go. Rock. Woo! I don't know, classical. Oh, it's got some guy with a big mustache and a bow tie. Jazz with a saxophone, which I used to play, so cool. Pop music with a guitar that looks kind of like a broom. Dance music. That's got a fan. It's kind of like a Chinese fan for dance music. Vocals. I got a iPod singer guy there. Sentimental, which is actually blues, I found out. So they should just put blues. I don't know why they put sentimental. I should tell them to correct that. Metal with the skull. Woo! I listen to metal, so good job. And custom, your favorite with a heart. Okay. And reset. And to back out, you just push the button right underneath the knob. Gain setting low. Good. Low pass filter mode. I think low pass filter mode is actually pretty sure that's just a DAC filter, right? So you got sharp, slow, short delay, sharp, and short delay, slow. Yeah, that's the DAC filter. Replay gain. Another amen. So I'm going to set it to album. And I usually tag my files with replay gain tags, so that's useful for me. You can set the balance, left-right balance, play mode. That is, whether you not want to repeat tracks or shuffle or all that garbage. I just like to go through the song. Folder skip on, so it's going to jump from one folder to the next. I actually will turn that off because I don't care about that. And then we're back to the beginning. Okay, and then we'll go down to system settings. So what do we got? And you notice here it stayed on backlight timer because that's the last place I was in the settings. And I actually like that about the Shanling DAPs, that they remember where you're at in the settings, which I think is cool. So update my music automatically, that's on. That's fine. Update it immediately. The Bluetooth feature, so you can either receive Bluetooth from your phone, or you can transmit Bluetooth to your headphones, one or the other, can't do both. And you can hook up through Hy-Vee Link with the Hy-Vee app on your smartphone and control the M3s from your smartphone when you're listening, which is pretty cool. Backlight brightness, right now it should be set in the middle, yep, and it's bright enough for me. Backlight timer, hopefully you guys can see it in the video. I haven't checked because it's up there and I can't see it. Auto standby. Oh, that's like a turn it off after so many minute kind of timer. Goes up to 10 minutes. Sleep timer, screen locked, so you can choose what you want to have happen. All the buttons unlocked, only skipping the songs and playing unlocked, only volume unlocked. I'm going to just say everything is unlocked. What else? Automatically resume playing. I would say off. I'll tell it when I want it to play. Themes. Oh boy, you get to play with themes. So standard theme. What else? Standard theme. Ooh, this kind of crazy geometric black pattern theme. If you really want to go crazy, wood theme. I don't know what the deal with that is. And purple theme, purple and red theme. I actually just like the default theme with the space stuff because I'm a sci-fi nerd, so I leave it on that. Clock, if you want the clock to be on or off. Set the clock is definitely not 1 a.m. here or 1 p.m., so I need to set that soon. USB mode, you want it to be DAC or USB storage. DSD output, so you can say whether you want it to be D2P, DOP, or native. Okay, cool. I don't listen to DSD anyway. It's not like they got any electronic or metal music in DSD, so I don't care. Output options, phone out or line out, because it's got the shared jack. language, which you already found, so we can turn to English, about your M3s, restore factory settings, and system update. Okay, there you go. We're back to the beginning. We're out. I can't show you how it plays, but you get the picture. It's going to go to a now playing screen, display some album art. It's got a lot of room here, so it doesn't have to cut it off, I imagine. Probably doesn't truncate it. Probably has the top bar and then album art and then a bunch of info down below. That's just my guess because I haven't actually played with it yet. And one kind of funky and cool thing is that it will actually display the album art inside the where the album or the LP is here. So when you come to the menu, if you're playing, it will show the album art inside of that. Okay, that's it. We're going to shut it down, and I will end this gig and go play with it. Okay, here we go. Bye-bye, Shanling M3s. Oop, there we go. Okay. Cool. Hopefully that worked for you all. I am going to wrap this up now, go play with it, and I will try to get back to you all soon about what I think of the sound. And I know quite a few people have asked about it versus the M2s because they're trying to make a buying decision right now, and these two DAPs are gaining popularity because they're really good. Or at least the M2s is starting to get Shanling finally some notoriety, which is great because I've loved their DAPs for a long time. And I'm surprised how long it's taken for them to get popular. So now that people have noticed the M2s, they're thinking about buying it. The M3s was just announced, so they're thinking about buying that too. So I'll let you know what I think. And then when I let them know what I think about the M3s, so they're going to start asking, oh, but what about the M5s? I know that's coming soon. Man, it's a hot time for DAPs right now. So I don't know about the M5s. I know it's coming, but I don't know when. Stay tuned. All right, I'm a bit manic because I really want to play with the DAPs. So I'm going to cut it now. Bye, guys. I'm out.